Hello and welcome back to Love from a Leo. Today's video is going to be the relationship between the Libra and Capricorn. Okay, so the issue that the Libra is having towards the Capricorn, communal living. So in this deck, this basically means that the Libra may have fear of being able to support themselves financially. They may feel as though they have been supported by this Capricorn, and so now they feel like they have to start supporting themselves, or it could be vice versa, that they feel like they have been supporting this Capricorn and they don't feel like it's being reciprocated. Now in terms of the Capricorn, they have phobia, the phobia card. So obviously this is fear, okay? And when we're talking about relationships, it's fear of trust issues for sure, okay? So let's see why all of this is going on and where it's going to lead up, okay? And remember, this is a general reading for relationships. If it does not fit your situation, it may be because of your placements, okay? Love gets a lot deeper than just your sun sign. You can be moon signs that have a lot to do with the houses that these are placed in, planets, and then also, you know, Venus has a lot to do with your love, okay? And 7th house for sure. So if you want to get a real deep understanding on that, don't hesitate to email me at lovefromaleeo@gmail.com. I got you, okay? So let's see, past, present, and future for the Libra and Capricorn relationship. Future. Past, present, and future. Alrighty, so starting out, we do have the past energy of 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so with the 2 of Pentacles, this is definitely about making decisions and juggling responsibilities, okay? This is putting things into perspective of what needs to be prioritized, what needs to be worked on, what is a priority in your life. Being that it is a Pentacle card, it definitely could be leaning towards the Capricorn having that feeling. I think they start to feel more like they had, they didn't have to be as sad about the situation in regards to this Libra coming into their life. I feel like maybe even this Libra was helping out financially, or helping out to where they were you guys are both pulling each other, both pulling weight. We do have the Ace of Wands here, so there was very passionate energy here, maybe a very sexual energy between the 2 of you in the past. It definitely seems like things just started happening really fast. I don't think you guys are really talking about, you know, the future or what was to come, even though you guys were really set on prioritizing things. And so yeah, with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, I think you guys were just going with the flow. You could have been spending more around this person, or spending for this person because you love them, you liked how they made you feel. With the 3 of Pentacles, you guys worked together very well though. So even if one person was the only person bringing in the money, it was you guys were investing in each other. So you guys found each other's strengths, and you guys were able to work through that and to put effort and invest in this relationship. So I do like to see that. Let's see where the Libra, how the Libra was showing up in the past. So the Libra was being a bit of a drama queen. I think that they probably were not on top of everything that they should have been on top of, but I think the Capricorn was there to kind of help them through that. How was the Capricorn showing up in the past? Yeah, the Capricorn was very balanced. I think they were just so in love with the way that things were going that they didn't mind helping the other person out, right? They didn't mind supporting that person in that way, even if they didn't always financially have that to do so. The Capricorn, the Devil card in reverse, the Capricorn could have been overspending, very ego-ish in a way that they weren't thinking about their plan. They were just thinking about, I want to give to this person, because as we know, earth signs, when they love you or if they care about you, they will give, because they don't, like, Pentacles mean a lot to them. I do feel like that this Capricorn was just so invested in this Libra, maybe even addicted to this Libra, that they did not mind doing that. And they were willing to put in that action to give to this Libra that they felt very strongly about. Moving to the present energy, we do have the King of Wands upright. The energy is very dynamic. The energy is very, you know, warm, enthusiastic. I think that you guys are in a position where you guys feel very strongly about each other. I think the passion is still there, and I think it's very fun, okay? Any more details? But this is where this energy of the trust issues is coming in, okay? And I think it's leaning towards the Capricorn that feels this way. Why do they feel this way? I think it's because they feel like they have to be alone. I feel like they're starting to see that they needed to focus more on their finances, starting to see that they need to focus on themselves. There could also be a situation with a Virgo coming up that is adding some weird vibes to the relationship. And for some reason, the Capricorn is having trust issues. Why is the Capricorn having these trust issues? Or a Capricorn could have been in dealings with a Virgo as well. We have the Emperor card. It came up sideways. I hate saying things like this, but I feel like the Capricorn, because they were doing so much for the Libra, they may have lost control a little bit and maybe brought in another person that they shouldn't have. And it was out of like a power trip or something. Maybe they weren't feeling confident about themselves, and I think maybe this person brought in hope for them, and they started to feel like, oh, I can, you know, it's like a power thing that I'm feeling. Not to say that the Capricorn was a power junkie, but it's almost like they lost power in a sense, and they needed to find a way to get it back. And, you know, they know what they did. They definitely know. But now it's like they have to have their defenses up. Even if the Libra forgave them, or even if everything is solved, it's almost like they don't trust anymore, because they know that people can be people, and they know that they can have a tendency to do things like that on the side. And it's like, because of what they did, they don't want to trust the Libra. Or if the Libra did it, obviously that's why they don't trust them. But they're not using their resources. They're not being independent. They're not thinking straight. They're not thinking practical. This Capricorn is really at odds with something. What does the Capricorn need to do in this situation? Capricorn needs to realize that, you know, what you have is what you work for. I think in a sense of love, it's like if you put something out there, you're going to get that. Things will be revealed very soon in regards to things that were secretive. And it's going to be a situation where they're going to let go. I feel like it's because emotionally things are out of whack. Someone's being very needy, and the love is dwindling because of that. And it could be also because someone works a lot, and they're not feeling comfortable anymore in that situation. They feel like they're not getting enough out of the situation. Their pride is being questioned, okay? And I also feel like there's a lot of issues of emotionally not being able to see something clearly. I think that someone is giving in to people who are temporary. It's like cheating, work, it's just all over the place. Now, in regards to the Libra, what does the Libra need to do in this situation? The Libra needs to make sure they have control over their emotions, which I do think that they are. They need to not just talk to themselves, but they need to make sure they're expressing and communicating with the Capricorn how they feel. They need to make sure that everything is out on the table, and they're looking at things for facts and not what their emotions are telling them. And also, they need to realize that if they're not happy, they need to do something about it. And they need to realize that they probably don't want this to keep going. I think that they are ready to move on. I think that the game of love has played its role, and I think that they want help, but they're not asking for it, and it's going to cause a karmic issue, and it may cause for the Libra to do some sneaky behavior things and make them feel guilty at the end of the day, and have to look at what they've done. And also it's going to cause a lot of fiery energy. Libra, if this is you, the Capricorn is very right to have these trust issues with you if you're doing the cheating, the sneaky behavior, because it's like, what more? I don't know. It's like, for some of these relationships, I feel like the Capricorn is doing a lot of the earthly things, and so it's causing them to feel like, I'm doing all of this and I'm not getting enough in return, so they may act out. But then on the flip side, I feel like for some of you, the Libra is the one who's doing a lot of the shitty behavior and not being honest about it, and it's pushing them back. It's a lot of just weird vibes. But I feel like the connection is just, you know, one of those relationships where you have to figure out, do you want this? Do you want to go? Like, you have to just work through it and figure out what you want. In the future, we have the Aries card, the Fool card. So a new journey coming. So this could mean that you drop everything with the situation and move on. Or it can mean that you guys, have a refreshed, a new way of thinking, a new way to deal with the situation. Yeah, so I think you guys are going to move on from each other. I don't think this is going to be a situation that could be salvaged. I think that the connection is just gone. I think that you guys are ready to move forward, and I think you guys are ready to stop moving in the past. I think you want to live in the future and, cut ties the way that they need to be cut. I think that it's just a situation where both of you are ready to move forward, and you're ready to literally move forward. You can see the Knight of Wands charging forward. You don't know how it's going to end up, but I think for the Libra is just ready to have that balance back in their life, kind of just know what they want, how to get it, and not have someone providing so much for them. And with the Empress card here, this could be the Capricorn saying, okay, I'm ready to appreciate myself, I'm ready to value myself, and I'm ready to just be on my own because I can do it. I don't think that you guys will completely cut ties all the way. I think you guys will still try to check in. Someone may still try to come back. And if that happens, the Tower card is saying, okay, well, we're going to make sure it doesn't happen. We're going to remind you why you guys need to move on. Chariot in reverse. It's not a promising future together. I think separate, there's more of a chance. And I think you'll realize that that's what you guys need, is to be separate. And you guys need to be exes for a reason, okay? So keep that in mind. Not the best of readings, I would say, but it is good in seeing that in the future there is a new bright future for the both of you. It's just not going to be with each other. And I think it's because it's just played its course. And I think you guys can feel that about each other. You guys don't want to add more hurt to anything, you know? You don't want to have that battle. You don't want to have the fighting. You want to be free. So go ahead and let it happen. If you would like a deeper reading, once again, like I said in the beginning of the video, don't hesitate to email lovefromaleo@gmail.com and we can get one set up for you. I offer lots of different types of readings, so come see what you would like. It doesn't have to be about love. It could just be purely about you, maybe your career, what you need to do, what ways to move energetically. And yeah, don't forget to drop down below in the comment section and tell me what you want to see next. What 2 signs would you like to see next in regards to this relationship series? I'm Love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, my Libra and Capricorn, I will see you very, very soon.